Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here again. I'm back with some more Magic Duels and in the story mode. In this case, I'm on to the third part of Gideon's campaign. So, let's kind of get into what this is all about. Githiniora. Akros has fallen under attack as harpies mercilessly swarm the city's walls. Every able body is needed. You and other prisoners are released. The city's last hope to beat back the monsters. Because they're so desperate, they're saying, hey, literally everybody, we honestly don't care. Of course, him already being considered an honorable man in prison, they're going, okay, he might actually go back in if we want him to. So they're going, yeah, he knows that this is a one-time thing. So, yeah, let's get into his fight against the harpies. I do mean harpies, as in like classic mythological harpies. The thing is, he was from the plane of Theros, which is very Greek and it's very Greek mythology based. Well, Greco-Roman in general, but especially Greek mythology. So, yeah, harpies. Okay, I get to start off. Okay. Whenever a Binlish veteran attacks, gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Okay, that could come in handy later. But a few turns down. Charging Griffin, the one that I showed before. Flying, and whenever Charging Griffin attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So good at charging. Get Elite Vanguard, which is just a 2/1 creature, and a Resco Swiftclaw, which is a 3/1 creature. And I have plenty of planes, but I can only really play something with a mana cost of 1 off the bat because you only get to play one land per turn. But it is good in the deck construction to have at least a few things that are quick to put out like that, if possible. So whenever you're able to build a deck your own, kind of think about that. Well, at least it's a good possibility. It's not everybody's strategy because some people want to have bigger creatures that are harder to take down. Glorious Charge. Creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. It'll be later. That one only has a cost of 2, so I get to play that out this turn. And I get to attack because my enemy has not got anything in my way. So I get the first strike. But yeah, some people will actually bide a few turns and have more mana in their deck to power it. And then they'll wait until they're able to actually do something. But so they might tank a few hits, but then hit super hard in turn whenever it comes around. Canopy Spider. It's got reach. So 1/3 with reach. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I might wait a little bit on that. So that one would be able to survive its hit in turn. But it would be able to attack out. It would be able to take out either of these if I attack. So it might be good to have something blocking. Of course, I could just charge using this. And if I can finish this fight really quickly, that might be a good idea. Because either way, one of these is going to get through. And because this only has 1 point of power, then even though it would normally be able to take out one of these, the enemy is now tapped out in terms of lands, so they wouldn't be able to have anything up their sleeve. And since both of these would have a power of 3 or above, they'd take it out if you blocked. And it can only block one creature, and the other one's going to get through, so I think I'm going to go for it. It's a great time to just say attack with everything. The earlier story mode missions have less strategy involved, but later on there'll be ones where you really have to think things through. But yeah, they're down to 11 and I still have 20 points of life, so I'd say that was a good decision. I just realized they'll be out of... that they'll leave themselves open. Harpy. see. Blood Toll Harpy flying. When Blood Toll Harpy enters... Darn lips. When Blood Toll Harpy enters the battlefield, each player loses 1 life. Seems to be the exact harpy that these are. Classic, you're playing yourself there. At least representing yourself. Hey, they're representing. It happens. Okay. Inspiring Captain. Inspiring Captain enters the battlefield. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. And it's actually findable in this game because it's from Shadows over Innistrad, so therefore you can actually use this one. Inspiring Captain might be something, but I think I want the Griffin out. I'll bide this turn, and I'll be able to strike with this next. Oh, they realized that I could kill a lot of things. Flesh-Mad Steed. Whenever another creature dies, tap Flesh-Mad Steed. Okay. That one just has a disability. Very heavy black and green deck that I'm up against here, and I'm going solid white. Okay. Time to go all out power. With them improved like this, it's going to be a little difficult for them to stop my attack, especially if I just attack with that. And if they tried, well, actually that would cancel. Well, it also gets an additional boost whenever it attacks, so that'll help. So yeah, I'll go with this and attack with my Griffin. So, Inspiring Captain. Yeah, because this is definitely a good time. Well, it's saying to go all out. And I might actually go for it, because this one will definitely cream that one. They'll only have those 2 left to try. So I might lose one, but I'll also take out an enemy at least. I usually don't sacrifice too terribly much when it comes to my creatures from my decks, but in this case, I think this one's built to at least tank a bit. I do have a few waiting. Oh, I literally wiped out that field. I may have lost a couple, but man, that smashed. Uh-oh. Did it have something that it was doing? I think it was stuck in a loop for a moment. But I think it also got itself out. He doesn't have anything else to cast. That's kind of funny. Sky Spear Cavalry. Flying and double strike? Oh, that reminds me of a card up. That reminds me of a card that you get in your gift box. It's really nice. A little more expensive, but this is gonna hurt a lot. And my enemy has nothing in my way again. So I'm gonna attack with those 2. My Charging Griffin powers up. I'm gonna deal 6 points of damage. If they keep using those Blood Toll Harpies, they'll eliminate a good portion of their own life points. Of course, that is their thing, apparently. I mean, it lowers me, but it also lowers them. Because that's how I got a point down, is when the Blood Toll Harpy came into play and its special ability activated, which was basically that each player... ooh, a second one. Each player has to pay the Harpy, including themselves. So that was something. Because they each lose 1 life. Now I'm going to go ahead and play my Charging Griffin. Even though there's not much in my way, just in case. I'm just going to go for overwhelming power right about here. So yeah, this is kind of smart. flying and double strike. That's actually going to finish it up because this is how double strike actually works. First, it gets first strike damage, and then it gets to attack a second time. So because it didn't fully finish it off, he gets to strike twice, and that means it's like -6 to 19. That was pretty incredible, actually. So that was an interesting match. So I'll go on and describe more of the story that's happening here. With your martial arts talents and magical skills, you manage to fend off the onslaught of voracious harpies. However, you hear calls for help from the main gate. Before the harpies can regroup, you make your way along the walls towards the cries. So, that means is next time on Gideon's campaign, I will be going up against something different. Because apparently, what's just happened is Gideon's into back-to-back trouble. So, yeah. Talk about a very combat-filled plane, huh? So, in this particular world, it's just one thing after another. So, he's going, okay, I just fended off like a flock of harpies, but if something else is coming, yeah, I'll go in. Because he's just a really brave, courageous guy. So, that shows what kind of person Gideon was before he became Gideon. So, yeah, he's just that kind of hero. Which is like classic Greco-Roman mythology right there. So, he's like, I mean, they really did make his character pretty good on that. Well, anyhow, before we get into the actual next one, please remember that'll be next week, whenever I'm doing some Friday Night Magic. So, or at least, hopefully, because, you know, interruptions might occur, so it might not necessarily be exactly Friday night that I get to. But usually it is. I've been able to do this pretty regularly. But next time, it will be the 4th story mission in Gideon's campaign. And after that, there'll only be one left, and then we'll move on to another one of the Origins Planeswalkers and see their stories. Not all Planeswalkers included in Magic Duels has this setup. It's only really for the Origins Planeswalkers. Now, you may hear about some other Planeswalkers along the way, but it doesn't really get into their backstories like it does here. Because again, Origins was extra special. They were really big on telling the stories of their most featured Planeswalkers at the time as to what really made them them. And eventually these 5 become a very special group. And because of that, they had to make sure that they got everything right. So, here in Magic Duels has been more the story of Gideon, even before he was Gideon. So, think about that. So, next time we'll be getting to his 4th story mission in his campaign. For now, though, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be signing off for now. Hope to hear from you all later. So, bye for now, everybody.